I didn't know, or at least didn't remember, the America's Talking period, where he creates this network for NBC. It's essentially just a talk radio on television network. And he has his own show, and people even say that he really wanted to be the one that was on TV, which is sort of what you find all the time with news network executives. But talk about this moment where it ends, and then he creates Fox News. It's almost like he becomes a much more bitter person.
Yeah, it's key. It's this sort of little discussed and little understood chapter of his life where he had a channel called America's Talking for 2 years where he was happy. He programmed American fare, but very positive, very upbeat. The
Chris Matthews was on it, right?
Chris Matthews was on it. Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly filled in for Roger Ailes on his show. Roger Ailes had this show Straightforward with Roger Ailes, and Bill O'Reilly subbed for him. Yeah. It was like it was a happy. It was launched on July 4th. It was like the patriotic. It was like Fox's happy, upbeat cousin kind of thing. You know, as wrapped in an American flag, but very sunny and upbeat. And the channel was as he saw it, taken away from him by NBC. They sold it to Bill Gates, and Bill Gates was going to give it a bit more of a news bent. And they said to Roger, this deal is done. We'd like you to stay on, but this is what we're going to do. And he was furious, and he was like, how dare you keep me out of these negotiations? This is my channel, it's my baby, and, you know, stuff you, and I'm out of here.
I'm really glad you went with the British way of doing that.
Right.
It's my favorite way.
Oh, okay, good. And
you can do the other way too, but I enjoy the British way.
Okay, I sort of caught myself at the last minute. And that was, he had so much personal animus towards NBC. You know, when he launched Fox, it was a giant act of revenge. Self-described. It's not like I'm sort of psychoanalyzing him here. He described it as that. He was like, I'm going to show them, you know, and he beamed the Fox logo onto NBC. He, you know, was obsessed with beating MSNBC in the ratings, you know, much more than CNN. And the personal relationships, I mean, the head of NBC now, Andy Lack, and him got into practically fisticuffs. And Andy Lack won, you know, and then Rupert Murdoch came along and said, I hear you're out of a job. You know, come with me, son. Let's start something of our own. And that was just a few months after. And Roger was like, good, I'm going to show him, you know.
Yeah, and wasn't Ted Turner also, like, thought that he was going to be able to destroy Fox as well?
I mean, Ted Turner has that kind of, you know, cowboy kind of thing. He was like, you know, we're going to crush him like a bug, I think is what he said. Yeah. But, you know, that was kind of show. He didn't have the history that Roger had. Roger had, you know, dinners with all the executives that sort of, as he saw, sort of ousted him. He'd had, you know, meetings with them. He knew them intimately. Ted was just talking from his office kind of about the world at large. But Roger had been very much enmeshed in this other corporate world, and then been, as he saw it, cast out by the elites, by the, you know, the Ivy League coastal elites, and, you know, cast out into the wilderness. And another outsider, Rupert Murdoch, you know, who's Australian, was like, you know, you and me, we can do something here.